Ah, hey, how you going? So, there's a bit of a buzz going around about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I'm gonna do a fairly detailed rundown of this franchise, starting at the bottom. Now, I don't have the other Leatherface or Texas 3D because I didn't really like them. Texas 3D started off good, but then it just fell flat, came off as too much of a gimmick. Some things didn't really make sense. And, some of the kills were good. Like, the guy hung up in the basement and then, cut in half. That was nice and gory. But the 3D gimmick was just cheap. And the main character being Leatherface's cousin, she was meant to be 40, but she was played by a 20-odd-year-old actress. Details here. So I'm going to start with the original Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Now it says unrated versions, but it's hardly unrated. This lacks a lot of gore. It's got some blood, Ken Forays in it, so it's awesome. Leatherface in this film has a knee brace, so it references when he cuts his knee in the original. And, the soundtrack's good. I'm dropping everything here. So yeah, I'm dropping the ball. And this might be weird or controversial, but I like the Next Generation better than Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Texas 3D, and Leatherface. This is silly fun. Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger, their first film, but this was put on the shelf after it was made and released in 97. Was made between 93 and 94. And yeah, so some lawsuits came because, agents didn't want this to tarnish their career, but you gotta start somewhere. And they tried, but it didn't really work. It's got some okay kills, but yeah, it's filler. But it's funny. It's silly funny. Now, the beginning. Why they didn't continue on from the remake, I don't know. But this one's okay. It's very gory. It's dark. Serious in tone. Because the franchise lost that in 2, but 2 is awesome. And I'm going to get to that soon. But yeah, the beginning, most of the cast return. Leatherface's origin. How many origins is he gonna have? It's simple. He's a mentally disabled man who's trying to keep his family safe from the law and keep all these trespassers away. Okay? Gunnar Hansen, the original Leatherface, spent time with mental handicapped people, right? Just to study them. And he watched some cartoons to develop Leatherface's own personality. So he's basically like a big child who's very dangerous and loves his family enough to keep everyone away. Now, I hate remakes, but this one is one of the better remakes. And it can work as a sequel in a sense because it's a different family. It's the Hewitts. And since Leatherface has such an extended family, the Hewitts could be another family in Texas. And the same fate happened to the bunch of friends because Erin Hardesty, played by Jessica Biel, can be seen as Sally's sister or cousin. So there is a little theory there. It makes a little bit more sense than the timeline of these films, but yeah, who's to say? The cousin of Sally, who is Erin, is out with her friends going to a concert, and then on the other side of Texas, Sally, Franklin, Jerry, Kirk, and Pam, they're just going for a drive to see Sally's granddad's old house. And bam. So are you saying two Leatherfaces? Two different sides of Texas? Well, each Leatherface is different. You know? Andrew's Leatherface is closer to the original in tone. So you think that's crazy? Well, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 at number 2. This is very gory. It's wild. It's fun. It starts off great. Dennis Hopper is... oh man. He said this was the worst role he did, and they did Super Mario Brothers. So I think he gave a little bit more respect to this after being in Super Mario Brothers. But oh my gosh. On the level. A great sequel. Fun. You got Chop Top. Of course, you got Stretch, played by Carolyn Williams. Bill Moseley is Chop Top. Now, this one helps the theory of there's different Leatherfaces. Because in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Leatherface does that dance. But the original Leatherface doesn't do it. Now, Gunnar Hansen is in Texas 3D. So, like, they hand down the mask to other members who are a bit mentally handicapped. So, like a legacy thing. But, you know, other sources say, no, it's still the same Leatherface. And that's okay. Theories are fun, but yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, I love it, but the original. One of the best horror films. How it's shot. It's got that realistic tone to it. It's gritty. It's raw. Still disturbing to this day. You know, they were under really harsh conditions. The weather, like some of the stunts they did, you know, and you read about on the net, they were pretty much doing it with the mob. The cast were either paid little or not paid. And yeah, the Franklin's actor was a method actor, and he pissed off the cast. Gunnar Hansen even wanted to kill him, but they made up some time after and went, okay, he was just keeping in character. Gunnar didn't shower or anything, he just stayed in character as well. So, plus the dinner scene, meat rotted. It was like hot Texas days and nights. But we got a great horror film out of it. And it's spawned a crazy, weird franchise, and there's another one. Was released a couple days ago. Like, just called Texas Chainsaw Massacre. No subtitle. You know, why not give it, like, call it the Texas Chainsaw Legacy? That will make sense. Sally Hardesty is back. Now the trailer shows this scene on a bus. Like things could get bloody in that situation. Group of kids, like on the bus, they got their phones. Like, if you try anything, you get cancelled, so it's a bit self-aware. No, I haven't seen it yet. Do I intend to? I'd like to see what that bus scene's all about. I'd like to see how Leatherface is portrayed. From what I can see, he's a pretty tall, bulky guy, and, well, that's Leatherface. Gunner was 6'4", about 300 pounds. Andrew Briniarski, sorry if I butchered, got his name wrong, but he's like 6'7". So they've had some very tall individuals playing Leatherface. So this new one is a direct sequel happening 40 years after the original. A lot like Blumhouse's Halloween films, which I won't bother seeing. The true sequel to Halloween is Halloween 2, which was followed up by the really clever Halloween 3, which then got followed up by Halloween 4, which had Halloween 5, and then Curse, and then H2O, which is good, then Resurrection, then got remade. Yeah, that got a sequel. What? Then they got rebooted. Well, Texas Chainsaw Massacre has had heaps of reboots. Couple of prequels. How do you keep up with it? Well, I'll just probably stay with the ones I got. These two are great. And that's a good remake. Next to Friday the 13th, those two are the best. Rob's Halloween is alright. Nightmare on Elm Street remake, shit. So yeah, I may review the new one, or I'll just keep with these. So just keep watching and see if I review the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Just keep an eye out. Got some more reviews coming up. Retrospectives on a whole lot of music. I'll scare you later.